If you're a villager, I wanted to remind you about our great new improv show coming up on September 29th at 6:30 at the Rohan Recreation Center. The show is for villagers and folks who have a guest pass. It's going to be the funniest show ever with 2 new improv players heading the cast. Reserved seating at tables of 8. Bring your own snacks and favorite adult beverages. Get your tickets at my.allevents.in/improv 929. But remember, it's only for villagers who like to laugh.
Welcome to Season 7 of Open Forum in the Villages, Florida. In this show, we talk to leaders of clubs and interesting folks who live in and around the villages. We also talk to people who have information vital to seniors. You will get perspectives of what is happening in the Villages, Florida area. We are a listener-supported podcast. There will be shout-outs for supporters.
This is Mike Roth. Listeners, I'm thrilled to share with you this podcast, my passion project for you. This podcast brings you knowledge, inspiration, and things you need to know about the people and the villages here in Florida. I'm here today with John Warriner. Thanks for joining me, John.
You're welcome, man.
John's a relatively new resident to the villages, came out of the plastics industry, but luckily has had a lot of years of improv experience. How many years have you had improv experience, John?
Over 10 years of improv experience.
Okay. How'd you fall into improv?
Fell into me. Happened to be at work one night. I worked at a chemical factory and I was on shift. A gentleman, one of my coworkers, came up and said, "Hey man, I went to this improv thing over the weekend. To be honest, it really wasn't my cup of tea, but I think you would like it." I wasn't sure how to take that, but I was like, "Oh, really?" And he told me where it was. It was called Comedy Sports Richmond, out in the Richmond area in the middle of the city. They did performances on Friday and Saturday nights. The following Saturday, I went to a show. Every Saturday that I was able to go to a show that year, I went, did that for about a year and just absolutely fell in love with improv and with that theater. Drug my poor wife along with me. I told her the first night we were sitting there, I was like, I'm going to be doing this one day. I'm going to be on the stage. And sure enough, about a year and a half later, I was on the stage performing. And that's how I got started. It's a great community. You learn so much about yourself, about others, about relationship building, connecting, all the things that we talk about. Is just being human.
Trusting your scene partner.
Yeah, absolutely. Being trusting, being vulnerable, giving yourself up, taking a lower status, taking a higher status. And it's just great being a better person, a better human. So I love it. And that's what I've been doing, been hooked ever since.
Okay, so you went to the shows in that first year almost every week.
Yes.
Did you notice any repetition?
Like in the shows?
Yeah.
It's all spontaneous, right? But you do have a series of games that were played, and you would see some of the same games over and over, but it was still very much wrapped in spontaneity. Even though you see the same game, it's never the same game twice because it's improv.
It's improv.
It's improv.
They took audience takes, and so the starting point of every game was different.
Absolutely, right?
It's like saying every baseball game in America is the same.
Right.
No, you got different players, okay? You got different umpires. The rules might be the same.
Yes.
Except the National League or the American League.
Yeah.
But the rules are essentially the same. And you can go to 2 games and they're different.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I love about improv, because you never know what you're going to, and that's what makes it fun to me, because you're absolutely right. The way that we did it back home is we would have different people that were emceeing the event. So you always had a different flavor there and a different take. Different players with different life experiences, right? Different things that they bring to the table. And it was always something different, which I loved. That's what I love about improv. You could take the same suggestion with 3 different people and you get 3 different results, but you're never going to get the same thing.
And sometimes the results are going to all be funny.
Yes.
Sometimes one is going to be funnier than the other. You never know.
I like your take on that. Not that one was not funny, just one was funnier than the other. I love it. Yeah,
Their perspective was different.
Some of the best shows I've ever been to, some of the best improv I've ever been to, I did not laugh one time.
Really?
I did not.
Why were they the best?
They were the best. The relationships that were built in those scenes, the story arc that those performers took me on, was amazing. And I got to see this live action event play out in front of me with just merely a suggestion. I appreciate that in improv because I don't always have to find the humor in it, but I can find the way that the techniques are used, the way the performers handle themselves, the way they find relationships and connections, the way they move a story along. All those things I really appreciate. And if I get to go and also laugh my head off, man, that's a great night.
3 years ago was the first time I went to the Sarasota Improv Festival, and we went with 4 players from our group. Just because it was there, we said, well, we got to try it out. And so I'm sitting in the theater for the first show, and my face hurt. I laughed so much.
Yeah.
They did such unexpected things.
Right.
And there were about 15 shows that year that I went to, and my face muscles really hurt at the end of each evening. It was great. Some of the things were short form, like we do here in the Villages. So the improv we do here in the Villages is short form. If a scene ever lasts 7 minutes, that's because it was hilariously funny.
Yeah, that's right.
Most scenes go for between 2 and 3 minutes, and that tends to work out. In our 90-minute show, we'll get 15 different scenes in. We bring at least 16 players to each show, and everyone gets a chance to get up there in front of the audience, and sometimes that works out very well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm super excited about our show on September
29th. That's a Monday night at the Rohan Auditorium. Tickets are still available as we record this. They will be available at thevillagesimprov.com. From that page, you'll be able to click a link that'll take you to the ticketing page. If you want to go directly to the ticketing page, it's a little bit more complicated. It's myallevents.in/improv 9/29/25. And that'll take you right to the ticketing page where you can hit tickets in the upper right-hand corner, and you will be greeted by a seat map. We have 7 rows of tables. You pick the table that you want, and you can see if those seats are available. If you like them, click on them. When you finish clicking on seats, then you can hit the proceed button to pay for it with a credit card. You can bring snacks, beverages, adult beverages too.
It always makes improv better.
Yes, it does. We did a show on Saturday at the Sumter County Library in Lake Panasoffkee. It was fantastic. There were children present. We actually put them up on stage, used them in the show. It was a fantastic show. And there was no alcohol involved. It was a totally G-rated show.
That's right. Yeah, it was really good. We cater to the audience that you have.
That's right.
And that's why I'm super excited about September 29th. It'll be my first show to perform in the Villages. I came to your show a couple months ago, maybe a few months ago.
Yeah, we did a show at the Old Mill Playhouse in Lake Sumter.
You had a great crowd there that night. I don't know how many people it was, but it was packed.
It was 250 people.
It was a great crowd. Hopefully we'll put together a crowd like that again at the Rohan. And I look forward to it.
The history of the shows at Rohan over the past 5 or 6 years is that we sell them out about a month before the show begins, and then
we only got a couple more weeks.
Got a couple more weeks to get your tickets.
When you sell out.
Yeah, but it's funny this year because the Splish Splash Club bought the entire last row of seats. I guess they were more worried about having fun than what was going on at stage.
Yeah, that's right.
Because there were seats a lot closer to the stage than they picked.
Yeah, no, we'll take the last ones just in case something goes down. So look, improv, this isn't church. You don't have to sit in the back row. You can sit in the front row. No, that's awesome, man. I look forward to that. I'm
thinking of actually pricing the last rows more expensive next year.
We'll make tons of money then. That's great. Yeah, so super excited about that. We have, we'll have 15, 16 performers, something like that. And
we should have our musical accompaniment by Wayne Richards.
Oh, nice.
And
okay, yeah.
Janice Shaw may be back, which will make it really good because that's what we had at the Old Mill Playhouse. We had both players. Musical accompaniment really helps as we look into music here on the wall. In 2026, I'm hoping that we can mount at least one opening number, which is pure improv musical. Not a whole musical show, but a total musical improv number based on a single word prompt from the audience.
Yep. Baby steps, Mike, like baby steps. Right. Put on whole shows, but let's do an opener. I love it.
Opening number. You know, that opening number is going to be done based on the work of a group out of New York called Shitsprobe.
Okay, nice.
They've got a good name.
Great name.
I asked one of the players, because I was in one of their training groups, where did you come up with that name? And she said, oh, it's a knockoff of what happens on Broadway. I said, what? He says, yeah, the first time the actors and singers get together with the orchestra to go over the score of a new musical, it's called Sitzprobe.
Yes, I would definitely Google that.
But the group was fantastic. They're actually going to be here in the Villages in February for a show, I think up at the Savannah Center.
Nice. Where I live. That's close. I can walk there.
We have a vague promise from them to do a seminar for our improv club the same time that they're in the Villages. That's in the middle of February.
Nice.
So,
yeah, that'd be awesome. Absolutely.
Yeah, in January, we have one private show booked. We'll attempt to book one or two more shows that will be open to the public. That's probably where we'll attempt to get another show at the Old Mill Playhouse. They improved the stage there. It's wider now.
Oh, okay. Good.
And you can have more than 3 people on the stage without feeling it might collapse underneath you.
But that's what made it fun. You just never knew what was going to happen.
I didn't know the stage was going to be a trampoline.
That's awesome. September 29th, we have a huge, diverse group of people. That's what I love about our group. There's something for everyone. Our group provides something for everyone with our different personalities, our different backgrounds, our different experiences, what we bring to the table. Super excited about that.
Yeah, we have over 200 different improv scenarios that we've learned over the last 5 years. Yeah. And we're going to pick about 22 of them to have ready on the show card. Yeah. We do that so that just in case the show runs short, during any improv scene, a player can put his hand or her hand in the air in a fist and say blackout and the scene's over. So it could have been scheduled for 3 minutes.
In 30 seconds?
Well, maybe 60. It was dying, okay? We take it off the stage. Yeah. We did have one show where we actually ran through every number that was planned, okay? And we had to go into the backup numbers. So we have 15 planned. We'll have 7 in backup, ready to go just in case we run short.
Nice.
In the big show at Rohan, we will include our famous four hands number.
Yeah, I've heard about this four hands. Yes. I can't wait to see it myself.
Yeah, four hands. That's where 2 players in front put their hands on their waist and 2 players in back put their arms through the holes under the armpits. Right. The player in back can't speak, but they have to do all of the arm movements. Player in front does all the speaking. And in the past, we've always set them up as a chef's competition, making some kind of cake or confectionery product.
I could already imagine.
Yes, usually there's a lot of whipped cream. We'll have at least 4 cans of whipped cream available, a couple of bottles of water. We even bought a special tarp surface for the scene.
Yes, if tarps are involved, you know it's going to be something special.
Oh, yes, very special.
Going to a Gallagher show.
Although we don't have an official poncho zone.
Okay, good.
No, for those of you who don't know what a poncho zone is, that's when you go to a Blue Man Group or a Gallagher show. They put ponchos on the backs of the chairs, and when you pick up your tickets, the lady at the will call desk says you're in the poncho zone. So I did that in Vegas for the Blue Man Group, and I said, no, I want the Blue Man Group, not a Mexican group. So when you get to your seat, pull this poncho over you.
For protection.
So my wife is the one who's sitting closest to the stage on the timer's table.
Oh.
And she got hit.
Watermelons, cantaloupes.
And worse stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have this mat, which is designed to hold liquids and maintain traction on people's shoes.
Oh, wow.
We used to use just a regular plastic tarp. And then we discovered that whipped cream and water is very slippery when one of the players fell.
Yes, like playing Twister.
This makes it a lot safer. 4 hands is usually limited to 4 players. Sometimes some of the players in the back line get so excited they join and it gets even sloppier. But that's a lot of fun. Okay.
I look forward to seeing that.
Let's take a short break and listen to an Alzheimer's tip from Dr. Craig Curtis.
We now know that Alzheimer's disease starts about 20 years before the symptoms, with the buildup of a toxic protein called amyloid. And so scientists have been on a quest to remove amyloid to see how it affects the disease. The medicine that was recently FDA approved to slow down symptoms in people with Alzheimer's disease memory problems works by removing this substance called amyloid out of the brain. And now we're attempting to use those medicines to actually remove amyloid before someone develops symptoms of Alzheimer's disease, such as memory loss and forgetfulness.
So that's in that 20-year period before the disease is obvious?
That's right. Scientists now call it Alzheimer's pathologic change versus Alzheimer's disease. And we're saving the term Alzheimer's disease for when someone is actually experiencing symptoms due to Alzheimer's disease.
With over 20 years of experience studying brain health, Dr. Curtis's goal is to educate the village's community on how to live a longer, healthier life. To learn more, visit his website, craigcurtismd.com, or call 352-500-5252 to attend a free seminar.
Thank you, Dr. Curtis. So, John, you were involved with comedy sports. What was your favorite game or exercise at comedy sports?
If it's exercises, I love games that are high energy. I'm a high energy player. I mask a lot of my shortcomings in improv with high energy, and it's something I'm definitely working on. But I love high energy type exercises that get you moving. I love copy and paste type exercises where you can be goofy and freely explore characters without reservation. I love games that are loud, exercises that are loud. We play exercises, picket line.
That's one of the issues in improv. There is no uniform definition of what a game is.
You call it something different, right?
And the guy from Buffalo, he's going to call it something different. And the guy from upstate New York is going to call it different.
Yep. So work on picking one word at a time and trying to put sentences together and working off each other. And it's very quick and fast paced. There's a game or exercise we play called Big Booty. Big Booty is a rhyming game where you got to think quick and come up with rhymes one behind another. So I love exercises that are fast paced, that get your mind moving and get your body moving.
Is there one scene that sticks out in your mind as a great improv scene that you were involved with?
Yeah, games wise, genre. We play genre games, for example, where we'll have a setup scene and then we'll get suggestions of different types of genre. So it could be a musical genre, noir genre, a Western, a horror, a comedy. We try not to do that.
Okay, so we take the same scene, play it once, and then we get 2 or 3 other genres.
Yeah, and we play that same scene again. But you see it in a different genre, which is just hilarious because you see the same scene, but it's not the same scene.
We call that Hollywood director.
There you go. We call it genre replay, right?
Oh, those are some of the funniest scenes.
They're the best. Yeah, they're the best, especially if you end it on like a musical, like a rap or something, because that's what we do. It's wonderful. I like playing silly games. We have a game called Jurassic Park. I think, right? Jurassic Park, right?
Big dinosaurs.
Well, absolutely. You're on the right track. So we'll have a setup scene. We'll do a scene totally normal. And then the audience votes on who do they want to turn into a dinosaur. And so then we do that scene again, the replay scene. But that person, everything they did in that first scene, they now have to do as a Tyrannosaurus Rex. You know,
a raptor. Whatever.
A raptor, right. Yeah. They take on that persona. And then we do that scene and then they vote again. Another person turns, and by the end of the scene, it's complete hilarious chaos of dinosaurs roaming the earth, trying to figure out why Jimmy failed his math test.
Yeah, the dinosaur ate my homework.
Yeah, absolutely. Those games that are very physical and very moving, I love those type of games.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
It is great.
Now, some people listening might want to learn about how to participate or see a practice session at improv. That's pretty easy. First 4 Mondays of the month. We practice at Rohan from 6:30 to 8:20, and then we go out to dinner at either one of the restaurants nearby, like Paisanos or Kumo.
Kumo's good. Yeah. I've been here 6 weeks. My favorite restaurant so far.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It's good.
Yeah.
And John, you stepped in and took over the Comedy Lounge. Why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about what's happening at the Comedy Lounge?
Yeah, super excited about the Comedy Lounge. It meets at the Bacall.
That's in Lauren Bacall.
Yes, all Rec Center on the 2nd and 4th Friday at 7 o'clock. And information would say it runs to about 9. We cut it off around 8:30 or so, but it's about an hour and a half. Revamping that club a little bit. We are going to learn short form improv at first and put it in a type of head-to-head format. So hope to one day put together some performances at the Rec Center using a different type of format. That's very head-to-head, a battle between 2 teams format.
Ensembles.
Yeah, 2 ensembles. Yeah, absolutely. Battling out for laughter and for your admiration. The audience members are very much involved in the show.
Right.
Improv without that turns into people just standing around looking at each other. Right. But it's very interactive.
It's getting very popular. The second week that you ran it, the first week I was surprised to see 12, 15 people.
Me too.
Last week, when we had 28 people there, I couldn't believe it. I said, wow.
Yeah, it was a great group.
Yeah. And that room at Bacall can accommodate over 100.
It can, yes. The room definitely can. Absolutely. For our practices right now, we do high-paced energy exercises, improv from start to finish. It's all to get us ready to be able to put some shows on in the rec center. That's what we're working towards doing. It's going to be a great format. It's a lot of variety of type of games that we play. It's total audience immersion and participation. So excited about it, ready to get it going, but we got to do some more skill building and training in that type of format and structure.
That might take, 3 months?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
so
just
this winter we could look forward to maybe a show up at Bacall.
Yeah,
as well.
absolutely. We got great improvisational actors. We just got to learn format. We got to learn the structure of it. So that's what we're going to do. If you want to come, participate, and hang out, by all means, please come. Everyone's welcome. It's a good space to explore.
There's no cost.
No cost to show up. And you'll learn. I promise you one thing. You'll learn something. You'll have a great time and you'll laugh.
Right.
So that's it. Yep.
And the idea is to get through a lot of the training. It'll make you a better improver. If you've never done improv, will this work for them too?
Absolutely it will.
Do you have a humorous personality?
It does help. You don't want to kill the mood, but it does help. And like I said, it's for everyone. If you want to come hang out, if you want to learn this thing called improv, please come to a practice.
Come to a practice in an hour and a half or a little bit more than that. You're not going to learn everything. You're not going to see everything. It takes a couple of weeks to figure out whether or not you want to be involved.
Absolutely.
And stick around. These improv meetings are training.
They are.
Some people will never use them on stage. Some people will use them in their business careers if they're still working.
Absolutely. Improv in general is great for public speaking, going out and meeting new people, doing new things. It can help you with presentations and your work life, your home life, being able just to have a better conversation with somebody. Improv does that. But yeah, absolutely. Come check out 1, 2, 3, 4 show classes. Don't be intimidated. It's at your own pace. We find something for everyone, and you'll feel welcome. It's a good vibe there. It's a good spirit there. And we'll continue to build off of that and see where it goes, Mike.
John, thanks again for being with us here on Open Forum in the Villages, Florida. People can see you on stage on September 29th, Monday.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Put your seatbelts on.
Put your seatbelts on.
Put seatbelts on.
And we're going to have another new player to the group, John Baywall, who was on this show a couple of weeks ago. Should be a fantastic show.
Absolutely. I'll look forward to it. Can't wait.
Thanks for being on the show, John.
Hey, man. Thank you.
Listeners, I'm thrilled to share with you this podcast, which is my passion project to bring knowledge, inspiration, and things you need to know about the villages and the people living here. Be sure to hit the follow button to get the newest episode each week. Or you can hit the purple supporter box. Even a small donation of $3 to $10 a month makes a big difference. And you can cancel your subscription at any time. Your support means the world to us. Stay curious, stay inspired, and keep those headphones on.
Remember, our next episode will be released next Friday at 9 a.m. Should you want to become a major supporter of the show or have questions, please contact us at mike@rothvoice.com. This is a shout-out for supporters, Tweet Coleman, Ed Williams, Dwayne Romick, and Dr. Craig Curtis at K2 in the Villages. We will be hearing more from Dr. Curtis with short Alzheimer's tips each week. If you know someone who should be on the show, contact us at mike@rothvoice.com. The way our show grows is with your help. Text your friends about this show. If you enjoyed listening, or just tell your friends about the show. We thank everyone for listening. The content of the show is copyrighted by Roth Voice 2025, all rights reserved.